Hi guys. Yesterday we looked at what causes vertical asymptotes and poles in rational function graphs. And today we're going to look at horizontal asymptotes, so they're going to run this way like the horizon, and oblique asymptotes, which is a fancy way of saying slanted, okay? And sometimes you'll just see them called slanted asymptotes. So I want to show you the different types today. And the paper that you're going to need from your packet looks like this. There's actually 2 pages, okay? So it has my handwriting at the top, and it says Investigating Horizontal and Oblique or Slant Asymptotes. And it has some directions at the top. It says you're going to graph on Desmos and then sketch them on paper. I just mean right down here, just draw a little sketch of them. It does not have to be beautiful, just make a little sketch, okay? The important thing is we need to know if it's got a horizontal asymptote, and if so, if it's approaching 0 or approaching a different number. So we'll talk about those. Or an oblique asymptote. So make sure you can tell if it's, as the end behavior goes out, so you can zoom out on Desmos, see if it's going slanted. That's an oblique asymptote. And then we're going to cut these apart and sort them into different categories and try to figure out what causes those different types of asymptotes to occur. The first one that I have graphed here in red is the first function that you will see on this paper, so graph it along with me. So, I should probably give you this hint. If I have to graph a rational function, I'll put the y equals in first, then I'll go ahead and hit the divide sign, which is on the same key as your question mark, right away, so that I have my numerator and denominator space there for me, because I know sometimes it's a pain entering fractions. So anyway, that's how I handle those. So let's get rid of that. So looking at this red function that I have graphed here, this rational function. So today I'm focusing on horizontal asymptotes, okay, or oblique, but this one has horizontal. Here's how you can tell. If you zoom out, can you tell that the end behavior is going straight out? I know there's crazy stuff in the middle, but the ends, it's going out. And it looks like an airplane coming in for a landing right there along the x-axis. So the x-axis is the line where y equals 0. So I'm going to click on some y value, or some points here, and I want you to look at the y value. So it's only like a 0.435 right now. Now it's only a 0.2. Now it's only a 0.1 something. Now it's a 0.072. Now it's a 0.049, and I could keep going and going like this. Let me go way out here and click and see. So it's a 0.009 for the y value. So the y value is getting very, very small. It's approaching 0. Okay, so we say that this has a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. Okay, so that's our first one there. So let me restore the zoom here. I just hit the home button to see that. Let me turn that graph off, and let's look at the second one here. So this blue one that you're seeing is the second function on your worksheet. And this one, let me zoom out so you can see. Do you see those horizontal asymptotes, how it's looking like it's becoming a straight line as you go way, way out? So this has to do with end behavior. We're going way, way out. It looks like it's getting straight. It's becoming like a horizontal line. However, it's not coming in for a landing on the x-axis this time, is it? Let's see what, oh, sorry, moved it. Let's see what those y values are approaching. So let me look here. I'm going to click 2.003, 2.001, okay. Oh, I have to show you something. Okay, so it looks like it's hitting 2. But if I zoom in more to get a better view on it, let me click on it again. Oops. Okay, 2.0004. It has to do with how accurate Desmos is looking at it. So it's approaching 2, y equals 2, but it's not equal to y equals 2. Okay, so that is another horizontal asymptote, but it didn't happen at 0 this time. It happened at a different number. And the last one that I want to show you is the third problem on your page. So it's right down here. And let me put this. Okay, so this one has not horizontal asymptotes, but it has oblique asymptotes. So let me zoom out So if I zoom out far enough, can you tell that it looks like the end behavior is going at an angle? That's an oblique asymptote, okay? So you are going to finish graphing these, and then you're going to cut them apart and put them into those 3 categories. And what I want you to look at is it has to do with the degrees when you compare the numerator and denominator degrees. So look at the degrees of the numerator and denominator, which one is bigger, and that will affect which category these land in. So I'll let you do that, and then I'll be back.